Oh, go get him.
Holly and Sean continue their tour. They take Victoria outside to show her the backyard.
Tell me about your walk schedule.
There's not one.
Okay, is there a reason why you don't like walking them?
No, it just became that we were so busy.
I'm lazy. That's why I don't do it.
You've got dogs, you've got to walk them. It's common sense, yet it amazes me how many people don't do it.
If you look up at that hill, you'll see where there's gaps. She gets out, she digs, and she'll get out. She just runs through the neighborhood, and I don't like that she's out. So as soon as I know she's out, I'm screaming, I'm yelling. You know, it takes 10, 15 minutes of running around the neighborhood yelling at her, Cashmere, Cashmere, come back. So we have to keep putting rocks or boulders to block her way out, because there's nothing else we can do.
She's come home every single time. She's always fine. It's never been more than about 10 minutes. So I just finally said, you know, forget it. I mean, you know, she's coming home. Like, when she gets back, I'll go out and fix that spot, and then when she digs another one, we'll do it all over again.
But it's a beautiful yard. Like, why would she have to get out?
It's a great backyard. They're very lucky, but it gets boring after a while, wouldn't you think?
Where is she, by the way? Look, she's trying to get out now.
As we speak, she's halfway under the fence.
I think Cashmere is escaping for a number of reasons. I think she's bored, but I also think she needs to experience what it's like out there. She was digging. Sean, you need to step up to the plate major time. And Holly, you need to lay off the erupting. Sean freely admitted he's lazy. Holly, you've admitted that you're busy. Your dogs are bored and they're telling you, let me out. Spend some time with me.
I'm not at all looking forward to starting the training process because it's going to be rough. Ready or not, here she comes.
Now that Victoria has confirmed Cashmere's chewing comes from boredom, she wants to exercise the dog's mind.
When a dog likes to dig, it's difficult to stop them from doing it. So I think it's important that we redirect her digging from the fences into somewhere positive where she can get all of this digging angst out of her, and she can also discover some new things. The sandbox is designed to redirect Cashmere's digging from the fence to the box. And so by the end of the digging, she should be too exhausted to think about trying to dig and get out.
The sandbox should ensure that Cashmere's escape acts become a thing of the past.
What do you do in a sandbox? You dig. So why not? Cashmere will dig in the sandbox instead of trying to dig out of the yard. It was just absolutely genius.
Let's do that. Cashmere only gets to go in the sandbox when she's out here by herself. And then you can just have Barnsley time, where you come out and throw the ball for him, and he can use the sandbox by himself too. So obviously I want you to take the dogs outside as much as possible, and I want you to play with them in the yard as much as possible too. I don't want you to substitute play in the yard for a walk outside because it's so important they get out. If you give your dog experiences outside, then they are less likely to want to escape from your yard.
For the next few days, the couple will be left alone to practice Victoria's techniques. Before leaving, she lays out the ground rules.
Cashmere will continue to dig, chew, and escape if you don't get them outside. By the time I come back, I want to see Debbie, the best friend, come through this door, not being jumped on and not being licked. Also, Cashmere learned the leave it command really, really well, and now hopefully I've armed you with a great command that you can use if she gets in George's face. I also want you to walk Cashmere and Barnsley as much as possible. 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening. And to make sure you do, I have a pedometer for you.
Oh, boy.
That's going to record your mileage.
When Victoria handed us the pedometers, I thought, wow, now we have to be accountable.
Yeah, I just thought, oh, crap. What happens if you hook one of these onto a dog collar and put him in the backyard? She'll hold me to it.
I also have a confessional camera for you. So if you want to record any feelings, any regression, please put that on the confessional cam.
Okay.
Don't let me down, Sean. You've admitted you're lazy. Don't let me down.
Okay.
Be consistent. Work together. All right.
All right.
Good luck.
Thank you so
Come
much.
say goodbye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
The dogs aren't the only ones who are learning.
Sean's actually going for a walk. Oh my gosh. And here's our walk. Oh.
The dogs thrive on the opportunity to explore the neighborhood, but not everyone is enjoying the exercise.
Let me know when you're tired.
Tired.
You're slowing down. Are you slowing down?
Probably. I was slowing down about 5 steps in.
However, it's not all good news. Victoria is concerned to see both dogs playing in the sandbox.
Uh-oh, don't do that.
Kashmir wants to control Barnsley.
We're gonna share the sandbox. We need to learn how to share it. It's in here, Barnsley. Look. Okay. Thank you. Come on.
What are you doing, pulling her by the collar like that? You could get hurt.
Oh, okay. Let him have time in the sandbox. All right, let her go between. And then he's out. Hey!
Well, it looks like I better get back to Holly and Sean because they need a little bit more help. Okay, the sandbox. When I left, I told you the dogs should never be out together when the sandbox is open. Why did you do that?
They were not interested in the sandbox alone. We thought, is it the sandbox that they're not interested in, or is it the separation?
I think it's really important that, any kind of guarding behavior is prevented. And when you got yourself into the situation of trying to pull Kashmir out of the box, that could have been very dangerous for you. She could have redirected any kind of guarding behavior or frustration onto you. But I still think you should do it one by one, not together.
Okay.
Victoria wants to show Holly and Sean how to engage Kashmir in one-to-one play.
Good girl. I want her to cooperate. So let's just bring her here. Both dogs are so dependent upon each other that they can't seem to function when the other one isn't there. So it was important to get Kashmir, for example, to focus on Holly and Sean when Barnsley was inside. I brought out my treat bag. I started doing some obedience training. Sit down. Good girl. All right. I want Holly and Sean to continue doing obedience training in the backyard with Kashmir and to really get Kashmir focused on them.
Once Kashmir has focused, her behavior changes.
We then went over to the sandbox and Kashmir loved getting in there and sitting down in the cool sand. And it worked. She wasn't the least concerned that Barnsley was inside. So I still think you can encourage her to be in here, even if she can do a little bit of digging. See, you know what? Even if she's not digging in here, just the very fact of being on another different surface, the fact she can watch me do this, maybe she'll dig a little bit of herself, maybe she'll sniff in it, maybe she'll play with a toy in it. Remember, don't bring Barnsley into this mix. Sandbox is open when either one of these dogs are out here by themselves. When they're together, sandbox is closed, and then you can play the games with them. I think when they're out here together too, get rope toys and tug toys so that they can play tug together.
Now that we've been taking them for walks, we've been taking them to the dog park, and we've made the backyard more interesting and we play with them more, she hasn't been getting out. Good exercise.
Individual training with each dog is really helping to reduce the codependency between Kashmir and Barnsley.
Leave it.
Thanks for watching. If you love It's Me or the Dog and want more dog training tips and tricks, visit my official site, positively.com. And if you're interested in learning more about becoming a dog trainer, check out the Victoria Stilwell Academy. Links to both sites are in the description. I'll see you online.